What's going on, y'all? It's your boy June Archer here, and I'm super excited about my interview today. My next guest is a fashion model, actress, DJ, singer, MC. Listen, from the Cosby Show to the Disney Channel to the ABC daytime talk show, The View, this talented mogul has been securing the bag since Jay-Z's first album, Reasonable Doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Raven Symone, aka Raven, aka Young Cleo. Raven, what's going on?
What's up? How are you?
I'm so good. So
you added some stuff to my resume that's not even true. I love it.
Hey, why not? Listen, I'm speaking into existence.
I love it. Add more, cuz add more.
Listen, you've been doing this for such a long time. For those who don't know you, and I don't even want to get into all the oaths. I want to talk about this album. But you've been doing this a long time. How have you been able to, year after year, keep falling in love with your industries?
I took a break. I took a break. I took a nice 3-year break. And even when I came back into the industry, I did it like one finger at a time. I did not go full ham, right from start. I slowly brought myself back into the industries because being in the industry as long as I have, started when I was 16 months old, and I'm 34 now. But from 16 months till I was, I think, 23, 24, I went to the pavement. Like, I was going nonstop, and public school, and having to be raised because I'm still a kid. So I needed a break, and now I can come back and enjoy the industry for what it is-ish.
Well, I think that's commendable because sometimes we get into a rhythm and a pattern of doing things that sometimes we wear ourselves out, we get burnt out, and we end up falling out of love with the things that we're really, truly passionate about. So I'm glad that you were able to share that. You've been doing it for so long, as you just mentioned, but what part of it do you fall in love with every day? Is it the acting? Is it the rapping right now? Is it being an executive producer? You are a young mogul. Which part of it do you fall in love with?
I fall in love with the creative process, no matter what the outcome is. It's the learning how to create something that people want to see or that I want to see. It's the process that allows free minds to go and then get filtered into a funnel for a nice little package with a bow. But I like it before it gets into the funnel. It's that part that I like the most.
For young people who are looking to get into the entertainment business, whether it's music, television, film, what is the best piece of advice that you could give them based on your experiences?
A great lawyer, a great business manager, and I really suggest that you sign your own checks. I hope you know that this is a business. Yes, there's fun things that happen and bottles opening and this there, but you won't be able to get all that and sustain it if you don't have your business in order. So get your shit in order.
Listen, I think that's the best piece of advice anyone could give anybody, because people feel like they get into this business, a shady business. I wouldn't say it's a shady business just off the rip. You just have to be able to take care and handle your business, like you said, and putting those specific pieces in place can account for those things not happening. So
it's a shady business. You said it right. It's a shady.
Listen, industry rule number 4080. Record company
Don't call me shady.
So for that, I'm just gonna say, listen, I just want to shout you out because I mentioned Jay-Z at the top of the show. He's a Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius.
What's your birthday?
We just November 28th. I'm on the November side. Y'all on the December side, but Sag is Sag,
You're right.
Sag is still Sag. We are creative people. So I just
thank you for that. I love Jay-Z. I love him. I've always been a fan of him, He's my karaoke go-to, my ride go-to, the Black Album, the Blueprint, all of them. And that that was my childhood. That's what I grew up on and I listened to. And everything in between, Nelly, Outkast, Andre, freaking MC Light. I listened to everybody.
All right. So now I'm going to put you on the spot. Top 5 dead or alive.
Oh, top 5 dead or alive. Oh my goodness. Well, Jay-Z,
All right.
Avi,
Yep.
Snoop, just cause he's the
D-O
GOAT,
double.
he's the uncle.
The D-O double
Um,
G.
I'm gonna say Twista just because his tongue game is ridiculous.
Wow. Okay, that's a good
Sorry,
one.
sorry, Missy, because the creativity is stupid. And I'll give props to my baby because he's been on point. He's been killing the game.
All right. All right. Now, who have you not had the opportunity to work with that you would love to actually cut a record with?
Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Buster.
went there. I know people are gonna be like, say Nicki, say Cardi, but y'all, I need to go fulfill my dreams from when I was a kid and I wasn't allowed to rap and go back to like my most deaf moment. I want to go see Lauren. Like, I want to be in that crowd just to get my love and my happiness back, and then we can go deal with the new generation. No offense, no offense.
So you're 90s hip hop then. You it to the core. To the core, you're 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
All right. So you say Buster, Jay's at the top of your list. You talk about Twister. I want to talk about INFRASounds right now. New, it's just the perfect time to just segue into the album. New album coming out. You had projects that have come out plenty in the past. Shout out to your dog who's
Sorry, he would
on the
not leave me
feature. Yeah, you
alone.
got to shout him out. On this album, I got a chance to listen to it. Super G funk heavy. Talk about it.
Yeah. G-Funk era, funked out with the gangster twist.
Let's start with
Hey,
the title though. INFRASounds. Why INFRASounds?
okay, so infrasounds is the wavelength that is right before radio waves, and radio waves is the first thing that we can hear. So I felt like this piece of work was summed up in that. Like, you haven't heard this from me in a really long time. I've always been here rumbling up underneath it, but this is the first time you get to hear it. So these are the quiet vibrations that have been rumbling underneath you. This album is my release, my conversation to the world when everybody asked me questions and I didn't want to answer because I wanted it on my terms. This is my dream as a little girl. Like, why do I have to wear this dress? How come I can't wrap this whole thing in my onesie? This is shout out to everyone that I've listened to over the years and have admired. Little Kim, Queen B, Queen. Oh my goodness, Left Eye, everybody from back in the day that I just always listened to and wanted to be in that type of world, but I was doing other things. I have a song on the album called Boring, and it says, I'm a hip hopper from the Queen to Young Jock and them, from Outkast to Tupac and them. I just been hidden in the scenes, making it green from the black and the white machines. So I've always been on television. I just wasn't able to do this yet.
Well, so now we got to talk about that record because that record was by far one of my favorite on the album.
Thank you.
Boring is the kind of record like you could rock out to, but you are dropping some gems in there. And in there, you talk about auditioning for Dream Girls, right? And not getting it, and pretty much summing up like, taking it to, not really taking the heart, but just saying, listen, that wasn't my blessing. That was somebody else's blessing, but I could walk away knowing like I'm still going to rock out and do what I got to do. For those who run up against the odds, failures, doors being closed, for that one piece of that verse, can you just drop a gem there for people that are watching and listening, how important it is to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going?
I mean, it's all we have, really. It's really all we have because our life is comprised of failures and successes. And you always pick yourself up for the successes. You better do the same thing for the failures. It's just a pattern. It's a program that you have to implement in your own body. I try to give myself no longer than 2 days to sulk, and I give 2 days because I have all kinds of things going on in my mental space that require help. So, I don't try to bounce back immediately, but, right after that, after I say that, I say, I love when a stack of bands can make an angry dance turn into one of celebration.
Yes.
And you got to get it out. I'm angry. I wanted it. But hey, girl, congratulations. Like, you still have to get it out. So it's important. It helps move your progression as a human forward.
What is the best piece of advice you were given for those times as well? Because in one of your skits, you talk about your mom giving you a call, and your mom's calling like, "Girl, I want you to rain on these."
Yo, she's so epic. Yo, I'm sorry, my dog does not know I'm having an interview right now. He thinks I'm talking.
No problem. Shout out to my dog. I think that interlude was amazing. And it was some good piece of advice, right? It's a real piece of advice from your mom. But if it isn't her, who in your circle, because I really believe for you to be successful this long, you have to have some good people around you. Of course, there are people that come in and out of our circles along this journey, but who was giving you the best piece of advice that, really allowed you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go get it. Like, I appreciate that. I'm gonna take this anytime I run up against the odds, I run up against some negative people, negative situations. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna remember it and I'm gonna keep going.
One of my bosses told me in a meeting once, he goes, "Life is long, Raven. Life is so long. Just stop." And I was like, okay. So I took that to mean, grudges, thought processes. You think you might be stuck and you can't change your life over. If we're lucky, we get a long life. And you always have time to change it if you really want to. If you're doing it to make others happy, then of course it's not going to work. If you're doing it to make yourself happy, that you need that change for yourself, then it will work. So life is long. And I keep saying this, but so when I did the album, which you guys are receiving right now, it was just the tip. Like, we have so many more songs to go and to release. And one of the lyrics I say is the first 30 was a setup. I'm not about to cuss all over your thing, but but like, hopefully I got 30 plus more summers in me to where I can continue to shake off the failures and do better later.
Well, you had the distinct pleasure of working with Missy Elliott for a time, and how was that influence on what you were doing for what you're doing now? Because yeah, you were a singer and you sing, but this hip hop thing, you got this down. Like, you have this down. I think people, for those who are watching, listening, when you hear this album, you have to take Raven serious. Forget about Raven Symone, forget about what you saw on the Cosby Show and Cheetah Girls and all of that. This young lady is spitting, and I'm telling you, like, I've been doing this music thing for 25 years. Listen, I got the plaques on the wall from Jay-Z to 50. Everybody, like, I've been in the trenches. I've sat in front of the board. When I'm telling you, Raven has got something that y'all got to hear. I need you to pay attention. So take us through the process of creating INFRASounds.
I finished doing 33,000, which was microdosing, Left Behind, Weird Day, and I'm working with Black Castle, Aubrey Music, and we're just talking and having a conversation. I've had albums where I walk into the studio on time and the producer himself is 2 hours late and he's carrying Gucci bags, and I'm just like, I'm trying to go home and watch, like, not you, so can we hurry up? And it's just such a contrived gathering when I incorporated a large company. So working with friends, people that I've known since I was 15, sitting down in their living room in the tree house and just zoning out, putting on Dolomite or putting on stupid videos, and some days not even making music, just enjoying a creative free space. And then we go to brunch one morning. Brunch, man. We go to brunch one morning. My mom and brother, Budapest. My mom and brother are there, and so is Black Castle. And my mom goes, "You should ask Raven to rap for you." And I'm like, "Mom, stop. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Stop." She's like, "You should ask her." I was like, "Mom, stop telling my secrets."
Trying to put you on the spot.
Trying to put me on the spot, Mom. But she said that, and I think within 3 weeks we had these songs in order for everybody. And then we kept going and kept going. So I forgot what your question was, but how did INFRASounds start? Yeah, that's how it started.
So you just spit some bars and somebody really took you serious. I mean, that's great. That's great. Like that's listen. However it happened, I feel like it happened organically. It's coming out of a place where right now we have the freedom of really being super creative during these times. I want to talk about BU, the record BU. What was the inspiration behind that?
Boo. We just call her Boo. I know that's BOO. We're gonna call her Boo.
Great record. Great record.
Thank you. Yo, Bugatti. Yo, that one was crazy. That was just Austin and Brian saying, yo, go. I was like, are you serious? I just get to go and say whatever I want? Stop it. You guys don't want me to I don't have to Disneyfy it? I'm confused. I don't have to write, stars and stripes are beautiful. I'm confused.
Wow.
I was like, okay, let's go. And they helped me get out of my shell. They helped me. I would write something down. They were like, what are you writing? I'm like, no. They're like, show us. It's like, oh, because, poetry can be private.
Right.
Especially for someone like me, to where it's like when I would present this work to other people, they were like, that's not with brand, so don't put that out right now. You know what I mean? And so we would do it, and Bugatti came out easy. And it was just talking shit.
Yeah, Boo was a dope record.
Thank you.
Another dope record is Nap Swag.
Hey.
Yeah. That one right there is another one. The whole album, Raven, is a great surprise of your creative gift coming to fruition. Because I know, and we could talk about this, and maybe not in length, but how was it? This is pretty much your pleasure principle, like Janet Jackson. You don't be cruel like Bobby Brown, right? You're taking off the Disney training wheels, and you've been watching people go get it while you were, like you just said, like, Raven, that's not on brand. You can't wear that. You can't do your hair like that. And Raven, you got to look like this. Raven, maybe you got to lose 5 pounds. You got to look. Well, so you are able to take off, because you talk about these things on the album. That's the reason why I'm regurgitating this, because I love it. It is shedding all of those things that not really holding you back, but not allowing you to be your true self. But everything happens for a reason, and everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So for you, how was it taking off those Disney training wheels?
It's still a blur right now. I'm still in the misty phase. Like it dropped today, and there was a lot of dust that got dropped off that. So I'm still in the clouds a little bit. I put on lipstick today. I was like, let me get dressed up. Oh yeah, this hasn't hit yet. This hasn't hit me fully. I think I'll be better equipped to answer that question like when we get out of the corona and I'm able to be around people. Because right now I'm in my bubble. You're in your bubble. It's like, it's just compression coming up, and I'm like, I mean, my dog's
all right. Budapest, come on, Budapest.
I'm cleansing. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I feel like I'm in love with myself again, and I like it.
That's a beautiful thing. What can people expect from this album, or what do you want them to walk away with from this album?
Stop. Sorry. I want them to walk away knowing that I've been here for a long ass time. You're welcome.
And I'm just getting started.
I've been here for so long. You gonna listen today.
And you got more bars to come, because this project is dope. But I already heard the setup and what you got going on. I think it's dope. I think the rollout is dope. Listen, if you haven't listened to the record, people, go out, get this song. Where can they get it?
You can go to my Instagram, and there is a link tree, and there's Apple Music, there's Google Play, there's Spotify, there's Dreezy or something like that. There's some places to get it. I'm working on other places for you, YouTube. But yeah, mostly just go to the Instagram, and all of the paintings are mine. I painted them by hand, and that is the artwork for the album as well.
Oh, dope. So I should be receiving a painting in the mail sometime soon. Is that so I can put it up on the wall?
You should.
Next to these plaques? Is that what you're saying? Is that
Okay. Well, hit me in the DM, and I'll make sure you get a print. There it is.
Listen, Y'all make sure you check out my girl, Raven, aka Raven Symone, aka Young Cleo. New album, INFRASounds, out now. And listen, Raven, keep doing what you're doing. I think what you got is amazing. And I want to ask you, because I'm a music guy, before we get out of here, what song is a soundtrack to your life that allows you to go get that bag every day, that keeps you focused and motivated?
We Off That by Jay-Z and Drake.
Woo! Woo!
Repeat.
Put that on repeat in the drop top. Just cruise.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for your time. We're going to keep it locked right here. You guys, this is June Archer. Don't go nowhere. Raven, album out now. INFRASounds everywhere. Make sure you grab that.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate you as a person. Thank you.
That was dope. That was real dope.